Bless up, 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 everybody. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Thanks to click on, thanks to click on, thanks to click on. Yeah, alright, so bless up. Sorry about it, it's kind of a little bit dark, but a whole heap of rain and fall outside right now. You know, whole heap of rain, so the sky all dark up and black up. You understand? Denny's blessings will go on. General, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Alright, so everybody we are checking, welcome. Here what go on, people. Me I go want to no call in and give me an opinion on this. I want to hear from the people. Alright? 876-420-3368 at the number. 876-420-3368. Right? I want to hear phone opinion on this. So I'm tell you what's going on right now. So, this are the talk right now on social media everywhere. Everybody are talking about this right now. You know, the Jamaican celebs them, you know, upset over this. And it come to my attention too, and it bother me, right? It bother me too when I think about it because, all right, let me tell you, let me give you the rundown. 5-year-old, the little girl at the time was 5, right? She get denied entry for go to school because she wear her natural hair, right? Now, the parents decide say, yo, them are gonna fight it because them no feel as if say the school have the right to do that, right? If they are court for 2 years, the little girl is now 7 years of age, right? 2 years it in a court for. And the Jamaican court system decides say, them are gonna rule that it is okay for schools to ban a child for wearing them natural hair. Now, this is what upsetting to me now. As long as this child is properly grooming her hair, or him hair, or his hair, right? Because it can be male or female, decides that they want to grow them hair. As long as it is properly groomed, as long as it is fixed properly, me not see the reason why a school should have a problem with that child growing them hair. Then he's what going?
Not much in the year.
Say
I
you hear,
need some clarification, Unstoppable.
you hear the topic what going right now.
Yeah, what do you mean by natural? Define natural hair for me.
Alright. Natural hair in the sense that the person just grow them hair like how a Rasta would have grow them hair.
In Jamaica, we're doing that. That's what we're doing now in Jamaica.
Exactly. Right? And that
That's
is
what
why
we're doing
everybody
in
upset
Jamaica?
about it.
That's what we're going to do to a child that's 5 years old.
5 years
7
of
years
age.
old, and then we want to tell our children that they need to accept themselves for who they are, and you're beautiful the way you are, and you should not change. No wonder our kids. No wonder our kids are bleaching their skin.
But see,
We're wearing 200 and.
But see, Denise, that is my thing, you know. That is my thing right there. I'm glad you touched this up because schools now ban children where come there with them face white right out. Me see whole heap of school pitney a go to school right now them face white out. How come them a get allowed to go to school and now get sent home, but a child is being sent home for them natural hair? Me not understand that.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
You know?
So, okay, right now, I started locking my hair in January.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm in this transitional phase where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even love it, but I know I love it later, so I'm going to leave it alone.
Right.
So we're telling our children that it's not okay to love yourself the way you are.
Exactly.
That's exactly that's the message that they're sending.
Exactly.
It's not okay. You're not okay exactly how you are.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder our kids are doing all this foolishness. No wonder our girls are having to sleep with grown old men to buy $25,000 worth of Brazilian hair. No wonder they're doing all these things because we are not setting an example to say, hey, you are perfect the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
I am so disappointed.
Yeah, that is upsetting.
This is so disappointing.
But for the courts to rule that it is okay for a school to ban a child from coming there with Rastafarian locks, I feel like that is a bunch of foolishness. Big up Russian.
Of course, that's foolishness.
Because the parents decide that they're going to fight it and it's in a court for 2 years. right? So now even Scatter just posted to Instagram and I said, listen, Andrew Wellness, here what? You see, since the Jamaican court system is going to rule that a child can't go to school with Rastafarian here what? Anybody where in a house of parliament, right, where have locks or a grow them here, need to be banned from entering the house of parliament too. I may agree with Scatter.
I agree.
Yeah, may agree with Scatter because if you are going to say a child cannot grow them natural hair, right? Then why is it that a Rastafarian or a person who chooses to grow them hair can be allowed to go in at the courts, to go in at the House of Parliament or any place of business, right?
Yeah, so why is it okay as an adult and not okay as a child?
Exactly, right? That
you
is,
know, they just, here in the States, Unstoppable, they've been working on getting the Crown Act, what is called the Crown Act passed. And the Crown Act simply says, leave me alone with my hair. The way my hair grows out of my head, which it could possibly be, with locks. Leave me alone, let me wear it the way I feel, and don't discriminate against me in the workplace because of the way my hair is.
right.
Oh, sorry, let me try to say this.
Right.
Don't discriminate against me in the workplace because of how the way my hair is. And I expect that somewhere like the United States of America, but I don't expect that in Jamaica. And
Right.
I would never accept that. I would fight till the end before I accept that.
Yeah. No, Derek, big up yourself. Thank you for becoming a member, Derek. Blessings, my brother. All right. Now, Dennis, listen. The parents decide that them nah cut the child here, no matter what. Even though the courts want to rule, say, the school can ban the child from coming there and all of that. The parents decide, say, listen, we nah cut the child here because we entire family grow here. Right now, them say, they did state that they are not Rastafarians, right? But growing them here is a part of them faith. Because them say them entire family, everybody in them here, grow them here. And which is, me not see nothing wrong with that. Right? Now the thing is, like I said, as long as the child now come to school and it out of hand, and you understand what I say? As long as it's properly groomed and it looks proper, me not see nothing wrong with that. Right? And
of course,
no,
as long as your hair is not unkept.
right. That's what I say. You know? Now I feel like something like this is what definitely needs to reach Parliament attention because them need to make some kind of changes pertaining to that. Something like this definitely need to reach House of Parliament's attention, right? We see, as Mrs. Scatter a leak out on it. Me just see Nikki Z posted something about it and tag Andrew Wellness in it as well on Instagram. You understand? So therefore, a lot of voices speaking out, and this needs to happen. Everybody who have a voice need to speak out on this because there is no reason for you to deprive a child of education simply because of how she decides or he decides to grow them here.
Now, is this a private school or a public school?
I think it's a private school. Not sure, but I think it's a private school. Now, what the parents said was if they insist that they're not going to allow the child to come to school, then they'll just move the child from that school and put the child in another school, right? But then what if this other school, because now that this has made national attention, everybody
now that the judge has ruled against it,
right?
Now
so
the other schools
exactly
the same thing.
Exactly, because she might try to move her to a next school, and the next school say, oh well, if that school can do it, we are not allowing it either. Right? So that is why everybody now needs to speak up about this and make nice about this so that them understand that it's not okay. If you are going to allow picnic to come to school with them face and them whole body white out,
especially in Jamaica.
I personally feel like, and this is not to throw anybody with bleach them skin under the bus, but we are talking about children right now. If I personally feel like if a child go to school and them whole body bleach out, that is something where you're supposed to turn around that child and send them back at their yard for. But not for a child where grow them naturally because of faith. You understand? But yet still a child where go to school bleach right out, not even look the same way upon ID, right? is allowed to come to school with their whole body bleach out. But you're going to deny your child from learning because they might grow them here? You know?
That is outrageous. I cannot believe that in Jamaica, that I'm hearing that in Jamaica. I can expect that from another country, a country that has been, that Europeans are in power and runs the country, but not in Jamaica.
And in a time like this, 2020, we should have been past things like that. We should have been past things like that. Because this is not something where people should have even look at right now for address. Because, come on, man.
We shouldn't be having this conversation. This is a waste of time.
Exactly. That should have never happened in the first place. You know? I think Jamaicans are afraid of natural hair. What is their problem? Real talk. You understand? But look at it. It's fine for a child to come in with a hair all perm up and thing. Even boy pitney. I go to school with them here perm right now and it's fine. You understand? Even boy pitney I go to school with them here perm and that. Them not have a problem with that.
It's the year of where we promote men being effeminate. That's a whole nother story, but that's what we're doing. We promote men being effeminate, and then we look down on other things that are natural. And y'all don't come for me because I said if being effeminate is not natural.
Listen,
because I'm not taking it back.
The thing is, Denise, like I said, I feel like this needs, and I think it will reach the Prime Minister, right? This needs to be discussed in House of Parliament, even though the courts rule on it and say, ray, right? This needs to be discussed in House of Parliament. And even the Education Minister, when we read the article, the Education Minister didn't even state anything about it. Him keep quiet. He had nothing to say.
That's unfortunate.
So I guess him basically I say, all right, well, the courts rule and that's that. I have nothing to say about it. Because the report said when them contact him, he had no statement to give. Right?
And those are the people that we need to make sure that we're voting out of power, Jamaica. The people who are not fighting for you. And stop being die-hearted labor rights and die-hearted PMP and just voting for somebody that gives you 10 pounds of rice and 2 packs of sardines.
I don't think they should deprive a child of education. And the thing about it, it was since the whole pandemic thing start, and you know every school closed and all of that now, right? That the child couldn't go back to school because what happened was when them banned the child from going to school, I think it was 2 years ago, as I said, right? The courts did an injunction to allow the child to continue going to school. So now that the ruling come out the other day, right? The child is banned indefinitely from coming to school because the courts rule. Because while the whole court process did go on, the child had to still go to school with the hair that they on her head because the parents decided to them, nah, cut it.
So that means the government or whomever the government basically, because the judge rules, can come in and tell you what to do with your hair.
Apparently so.
That's pretty much it.
Apparently so.
Because what is going to happen, they're going to say, well, your child has to go to school. If you don't go, if he or she doesn't go to school, we're going to have to arrest you. But I'm not cutting my baby's hair, so my baby cannot go to school. But your child has to go to school or you're going to be in trouble, in some legal trouble. But I'm not cutting my baby's hair, so my baby can't go to school. So it's a circle of garbage. And now the government, I hate big government. I don't like government being in my business. And this should not be so. Our kids should be able to wear their hair, and a judge, teachers, principals, anybody in clergy, anybody in power should be promoting our children being natural and letting them know that they're beautiful and they are perfect. They are fine the way that they are.
But in a year of 2020, we would have never believed say systematic racism still a go on though. Come on,
In
man.
Jamaica.
Really systematic racism though. Because that's what that is, you know. That is straight up what that is. You
In
understand?
Jamaica especially.
Yeah. They have absolutely no right to deprive this child of an education simply because the family, their faith is growing them here. That is not a reason why the school should have deprived this child of education. And for the courts to rule that say, listen, the school can ban it, listen, that is wrong, and everybody needs to create an uproar about this.
I will be tweeting about it.
Everybody needs to create an uproar about this. People keep quiet, too quiet about things like this and make noise over foolishness. You understand? People make noise over foolishness, but things like this them keep quiet for. Everybody needs to create an uproar upon this. Everybody needs to, a debate upon this on YouTube. Every platform, every social media platform needs a debate about this. Right? Everybody needs to talk about it on Facebook, talk about it on YouTube, talk about it on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, so that there's an uproar created. And it have to reach in front of the eyes of the people who can actually make a difference and change it. Because this is a bunch of foolishness. Bunch of foolishness.
I'm glad to see you on Unstoppable, by the way.
Thank you. I'll be back soon. But you know, me just have to jump out and talk about this.
I can't believe this is happening in Jamaica, though.
All right, Denise. Blessings. Thanks for call, all right?
Yes. All right, take care.
Yeah, man. All right, people. If anybody want to call in again, it's 876-420-3368. What you have to say about this whole thing? 876-420-3368. WhatsApp. Call in. Tell me what your opinion on this. Do you believe that schools should have the right to tell you, say you can't send your daughter or your son come to school if you believe that growing your hair is your faith, right? Whether you're a Rastafarian or not. You understand what I say? Whether you believe in a Rastafarian beliefs or not, but you decide say you want to grow your hair or your child hair is grown, right? Should the school deny your child the right of education because of that? You know, me personally don't feel like that right. You understand what I say? Exactly, Sassy. I personally don't feel like that's right. You know? Because me see worse things happening in our schools right now. Worse things than that happening in our schools right now. You know? And it's being allowed. So why are you going to deprive a child of education? You know? And this is something where all of the Rastafarians need to rise up about and speak up about too. You understand what I say? Too much we keep quiet and the things that we're supposed to address, we not address. Alright, Derek, blessings. You know? The things that we need to address not being addressed, and this is one of the things that everybody needs to create an uproar for. Right? It is wrong on every level. I mean around the parents when they make the decision, say them nah cut them child here, and them are gonna appeal the decision that the courts made. Right? The parents of the said that she is now 7 years of age. Right? And them say them are gonna appeal it because them nah go cut the child here. I mean around them. Because if I was in that situation and I was growing my child's hair, right, because of my faith, right? And the school are going to tell me, say, you have to cut my child here. Me not going to cut my child here neither. I'm going to fight it until the end. You know, and everybody needs to stand with this family and speak up for this family and give this family the support. Because once a lot of people rising up and making noise about this, right? And them say, yo, I not just the family alone, I stand up, them have a whole country behind them. Right? It will reach the attention of Parliament. And the whole we need to tweet about it, the whole we need to make a post about it and tag Andrew Holness and the education minister in it. The whole we need to go up on social media and post about this and tag the heads of Jamaican government in it, so it reached them attention. Because it's a load of garbage. See? It's a load of garbage. Like I said, like me said, if the child is going to school and he or she here is properly groomed, right? Whether the person has grown them here or not, whether the child has grown them here or not, as long as it is properly groomed and it not look, because this is the reason why them claim say them ban the little girl from school, because of hygiene purposes. Really no. Really no. So you try to tell me say the mother and father are go have them child and not take care of the child here properly. I talk about hygienic reasons why the child was banned from school. Now people want to tell me, does that even make any sense? Does that even make any sense? The reason them ban a 5-year-old from school is for hygienic purposes. And I talk about the hair has to be cut. When the family say the reason why them grow them here is a reason of faith. Them are the Rastafarians, but that's their faith. Right? Sassy apparently not. Apparently not. That's what them are trying to say. Natural hair is not hygienic. You understand? Like I said, if I was this family, if I was this father and you know, them come tell me, say, me have to go cut my child here, I wouldn't do it neither. And I would fight it to the end. This ruling needs to get changed. This ruling definitely needs to get changed. You understand? How can the court, how can the Jamaica court system rule that a school can deprive, deny a child of education? Because that's what them rules say, you know. Whichever way we want to look upon it, that is what the ruling is. Them denying a child of education. Yes, I did hear them talk about, but if you are going to say the school are going to ban the child, and it's okay for the school do that, then you're depriving and denying this child of education. And that need for change. See it? It is okay for a child to come to school with them natural complexion, bleach out, them whole body a strip off, them skin a strip off and all kind of flakes a fall off of them skin. It is okay for them to do that and go to school and nobody no get sent at them yard. Nobody no get banned from entering the school premises. But because you grow your natural hair, you get banned for that. How does that make sense? How? And for the Minister of Education, hear a ruling like this and have nothing to say about it, that's even worse. See it? That's even worse. Exactly. Educator. Hygiene is a wide topic of which I strongly believe that wearing natural hair is not a part of it. Exactly, Negrita. Exactly. Wearing natural hair. How is that unhygienic? How is that unhygienic? As long as you properly groom your hair, you properly make sure you say wash and smell good and look nice and smell clean. Me not see the problem with that. Me not see the problem with that. There are certain schools in Jamaica right now where have girl pitney wear also some skirt way up under them body. And them body jaw are exposed and them pitney they still go to school same way. Are things like them I feel like the school supposed to pay attention to. See it? Things like them they are what school supposed to pay attention to. How short the little girl them wear them school skirt and them thing there. See it? That's where them supposed to pay attention to. Right? As I say people, 876-420-3368. What you have to say about this? Because right now, it cause my blood fear boil. You understand? I want to know what Uno think. You see what I say? Is it something where upsetting to Uno as much as it's upsetting to me? See? Scatter upset about it, Nicky Z upset about it, whole heap of other people upset about it. And the whole way I create a nice for this. Because definitely a nice need to be created. JY, blessings, my brother. See it? An uproar needs to be created. I totally agree with the parents that's discrimination, that the principal was rude and thought herself in higher social alright. Yeah, you know, exactly. Totally agree with the parents. Me can't say me not agree with the parents when it come to that. See it?
Let me text you when you answer.
How we are cuss?
Hello, good morning.
How we are cuss?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what go on?
Hello, good morning.
Afternoon now, but what go on? May I hear you?
Clock me now after tea time. You not hear me up to about the afternoon now. I'm a first time caller.
What go on first time caller? What go on?
I'm fine, thank you. As it relates to the topic, more good. I went to school in Jamaica, that's unstoppable.
Me don't want to call the school name, but I want school in Jamaica.
You know, so not right though. Because this child I grow with a personality, say, in my Rasta and religion and a Rasta, and you could ban the child from getting an education, from becoming successful, from not becoming a nuisance to society. It's very unfair. There's something called public education, where if it's a public school, educate this child about hygiene. I think it's wrong. People are come to school, no matter how much I for a school, you know, so many school with eyebrow well shaved, and different parts of them ears, boy, them well bleachers, them are coming at some tight pants, some pants to affect them blood pressure. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
And then now get banned. So why was this individual banned? And that's my question.
Exactly. You have a valid point because I've seen girl pitney with all 4, 5, 6 ears ringing at them ears and I go to school. Me see that with my 1-2 eye.
Exactly. And you have to talk about short uniform. You say, me did a guy high school unstoppable. Members of me child. My uniform to my ankle. My ankle. You have some school in Jamaica when they support short uniform. You don't have and you have some school with some schoolyard, then uniform is so short. The school is to be 2 or 1 inch below the knee. No, they're not that school with that.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
Right. That not happen right now. I mean, you have some schools just strict on that, you know. But as me I say, me see personally, right, where girl pitney I go to school with some short skirt.
And maybe tell you, these are what may I say, then there's somebody attract the eyes to some perverted man, some pedophiles. So right there, so you look for sexual assault. What is the have to do with what at all?
And that is why the school is supposed to focus on that.
They might not come and divorce and then they eat the portion of the school lunch. You still have the school fee at the end of the day. And what is wrong this year?
Yeah, man, it just it upsetting, man, because me not see what is unhygienic about that. You understand? Like I said, as long as the parents make sure say them groom the child here properly, you understand, and send her off to school with her hair properly groomed. Me not see how them are gonna say that is unhygienic.
I'm not going to tell you right now, Rasta, come in here, show the hygiene. I'm not going to go on you. Rasta, always shows it. But then they are the dirty Rasta, they want to groom them like some hygienic and then weird. But listen to me, you can't just a book and to cover the parents, they have to know them treatment. Then now they send out them people smell like garbage. Then now they send out them people dirty. They must have a responsibility. Who are the parents to the responsibility? They ban the child.
But the thing about it, the family said that they are not Rastafarians, you know, so that's even worse. Them said them are a Rasta, but that's their faith, right? Now the thing about it is, if them are a Rasta, that simply means that them are groom them here the right way. You understand? Them just grow them here and groom it the right way. I'm sure if the parents are take care of them here, them are gonna take care of the child here as well.
Exactly. Even the church islands have not get the care. The people I know for watching shows here, because they are put people and them are going to tell smell bad. So they are going to go off and make sure when they're around people, it's not smell like different way.
Yeah. As me say, this is something where, as me say, this is something where everybody, the whole of we need for tweet about it, post about it all over social media and tag and journalists and tag the whole of the heads of government so them know say people are uproar about this.
But make this something negative when we're affected and then somebody listen to me with it long time. But something important like this, you're not going to hear nothing.
Real talk.
And while I'm at school, they just walk my back.
Me not blame the parents at all. Me not give the parents wrong when them say them nah cut the child here. Me agree with them 100%, you know. Me agree with them 100% on that. Right? And we just need to back them. You know, them say them are going to appeal the court's decision. And I just hope when them appeal the court's decision, them get a different answer the next time.
I told you that unstoppable. Big up yourself, my brother.
All right, blessings. Thanks for calling.
It's been a while, but I saw you go. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man, I say a word. Big up. All right, they are brainwashing the natural hair Jamaicans. Hold on there, the message gone. They are brainwashing the natural hair Jamaicans to feel inferior. The parents are strong because they know this is infringing on black people human rights. Yeah, man, real talk. Lady B, blessings. That is crazy. Me don't think you got a long time, man.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, me don't think you hang up long time.
Me no know you know why I got the phone. You know, you feel because you feel so man. But think I'm not enough serious about me. I hear that.
Alright, cool. Little more.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so I see somebody asked her which school. I never want to call the school name, but I look for it. again. I never really want to call the school name. Yeah, man, so if you're just a forward people, we are talking about the 5-year-old who is now 7. She's now 7, the 5-year-old girl that was banned from a school, from attending school in Jamaica simply because of her faith, right? Because she grew her hair, right? And the Jamaican courts ruled that it is okay for the school to do so, right? And everybody are kick up an uproar about it right now and upset because the school do so, right? At the time, the girl was 5 when she was told she must cut her dreadlocks for hygiene reasons to study at Kensington Primary, right? This is Kensington Primary in Jamaica. You understand? So let me read the article for you now. All right. Let me just read the article. Kingston, Jamaica. Jamaica's High Court ruled Friday that a school was within its rights to demand that a girl should cut her dreadlocks to attend classes. A surprise decision that touched on issues of identity and one most recognizable symbols of island's Rastafarian culture. The ruling by the Supreme Court, Jamaica, capped a 2-year battle after the girl, who was then 5, was told she must cut her dreadlocks for hygiene reasons to study at Kensington Primary School in Kingston suburb. A rights group, Jamaicans for Justice, had initially lent support to the family, saying the order for the girl to cut her dreadlocks amounted a denial of her freedom of expression and her access to education. You understand? Others view the court's battle as a stand against rules seen as discrimination against people who wear natural hair, including Rastafarians, whose dreadlocks are part of their religious tradition. The girl and her parents, Dale and Shireen Virgo, who both wear dreadlocks, plans to appeal, said their lawyer. I will not be cutting my daughter's hair, Shireen Virgo said immediately after the ruling. If they give me that ultimatum again, I will be moving her, is what the mother said. Virgo's daughter, who is now 7 years of age and identified in the court papers as Z because she is a minor, was attending classes at school after the courts delivered an injunction against the Ministry of Education, allowing her to attend school with her dreadlocks. When school closed for spring because of the coronavirus pandemic, the girl was sent home and was homeschooled. I am more than surprised. It is most unfortunate, Buchanan said. It is a most unfortunate day for black people and Rastafarian people in Jamaica. The girl's father called the ruling another sign of systematic racism. You understand what I say, people? That's what I talk about. Kensington Primary in Jamaica is the school we are talking about, right? And that is the school where they decide that they are going to send home a child because the child grows their hair. Now, I don't know if there is any teachers here, but teachers, if any teachers, they on the channel right now and I watch and I listen to this. As a teacher, if you're here, do you see anything wrong with a student in your classroom who decides that they're growing their hair as long as it is properly groomed, as long as it's clean, as long as it's properly taken care of? Is there something wrong with that if there are any teachers here, right? As a teacher, you're in the classroom and a child decides that they want to grow them hair because of faith. Do you see anything wrong with that, right? I don't see it as anything wrong, but I'm not a teacher. I'm not someone in education field, but me not see nothing wrong with that. I'm not a principal, right? But I think that is wrong. If every other should I even go down that road there? You know, I'm going to leave it there, so. I'm not about to go down that road there. I go touch something a while ago. I'm not about to go down that road there. But why is it that this girl can't wear her locks for go to school? 5-year-old. What you do to a child? Nothing is wrong with that as long as her hair is properly groomed. My sentiments exactly. As long as her hair is properly groomed. Don't be surprised if they appeal and won. The child refused to go back to school. All of that too. All of that to Negrita. And honestly, I feel like the parents should move the child no matter what the outcome is. Even if they appeal and win, I feel like them should just move the child from that school there. Right? And send the picnic to a whole different school. Honestly. Because what might happen is, and this is sad to say, what might happen is if they appeal and win and the child continues to go to that school, the child may get looked down on by whoever denied the child access in the first place, whether it was the principal or the teacher or whoever. They might treat the child with scorn. You understand? They might treat the child with scorn. And even something even worse than that, or poor little schoolmate them might tease her. Because you know how Pitney go. As Pitney, we can be brutal. You understand what I say? Because I guess we don't know no better as children. Our school friend them might tease her and jeer her and all of these things because of our natural hair. Because it has now come to them attention in a school. You understand? Susie Unstoppable, welcome, blessings. See? The school rank on all accounts in my book. On all accounts in my book, the school is wrong. To deny a 5-year-old of her education simply because she decided to grow her hair. See? Yeah, man, Delroy, definitely the parents need to move her from the school, man. Even if them win the appeal, I feel like them need to win their move her from the school. Lily, blessings, yeah. That shouldn't even something where even go to the courts, because first of all it should have never happened to begin with. The system really should have better things to worry about and focus upon. You know, what I believe is, and this is where the school went wrong in my book. What I believe the school should have done is this. Let's say the principal or the teacher, let's say the teacher was the one who had an issue with the child growing her hair, and the teacher brought it to the principal attention, and the principal made the decision to say, yeah, Erie, me I go send home the child because we don't want that in here. What I believe the principal should have done, if it's a matter of hygiene, why them ban the child, what I believe the principal should have done was say, you know what, okay, instead of banning this child from school, let me contact the parents and express my concerns to the parents and say, listen, I understand that this is your faith. I understand that the entire family grows on a hair. However, we have hygienic issues as far as the child is concerned. So if UNO can address these issues as the parents, we would appreciate it. That is what the school should have done. See? That is what the school should have done instead of ban the child. Right? The principal should have reached out to the parents and say, we are having hygienic issues as far as the child is concerned with her hair growing. So just address these issues that we're having. Fix it for we. Why the school couldn't do that? Instead of ban the child. If a hygienic issues UNO have with the child growing her hair. See it? That's what I talk about. But let's just see what is going to happen. Let's just see what the outcome is going to be. You know, when the family appeals it, as me say, it is all over social media right now. It is in almost every news network, every news article you pull up, it did it because the parents are create a big noise about it, right? And it reach a lot of people attention, and people like me will come out and talk about it. Other people will come out and talk about it. So it is going to continue spreading until it reach the people who it need to reach. You understand what I say? And hopefully when it gets appealed, the courts makes a different decision. You understand? Hopefully the court makes a different decision at that point. But as me say, me personally just hope that when it's appealed, the family decides, say, hear me, to hell with that school here, me I move my pit in the same way. See it? Me I move my pitney from the school here same way because them discriminate against my child and they made my child feel unwelcomed. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. They make the child feel unwelcome, like them don't want the pitney there. 5-year-old people, 5 years of age. At the time when them kick out the little girl out of school, she was 5. Who does that? See it? Who does that? Right? And then the Jamaica court system figure agree with it too, makes it even worse. That makes it even worse. See it? So the message where them are send right there so is you know if you love your natural hair. That's the message where them are try if you send, you know. That's the message where them are try if you send. You know if you love your natural hair. People, remember, you know, years ago, black people, black women, right, weren't allowed to do a lot of things. Black women, black people, years ago, weren't allowed to do a lot of things. And looking at this right here, so it just brings me right back to the history. Seeing? G Park, thanks for the super chat, blessings, appreciate that. Seeing? It brings me right back to the history of slavery. Because don't forget, we were banned from doing a lot of things simply because of our skin complexion. We were banned from doing a lot of things simply because of our natural hair. With nappy hair, we couldn't do certain things. So in a 2020, them a tell us that we still living in the age of slavery. If you ever tell a person, say, you can't wear your natural hair. See it? Next thing them so start designate bathroom for we again. What's next? Designated bathroom. What's next? Sitting in the back of the bus. What's next? Because if you're going to try to teach a child that wearing your natural hair is wrong, that's the message we are sent to a 5-year-old child, you know. It's okay if you go put all kind of chemicals in your hair and try to make it straight. It's okay if you go put on fake wigs and fake weave. See? It's okay if you do that. But wearing your natural hair is a problem, is the message where them teach. Think about it, you know, people. It is okay to wear the Brazilian and the fake horse tail hair, right? It is okay to do that. We accept you. But wearing your natural hair, we shun it because that is ugly. That is where they might teach a child when you ban a child from attending school for wearing them natural hair. Why is it the court system will rule that it's okay to ban a child? Why them never look upon it that way there? Why they never look upon it that way they say they must send a message? Say being natural is ugly or being natural is wrong. Why they never look upon it that way there? Because that is how I am looking at it. They might tell this little girl, say, wearing your natural hair is wrong. So as me say, what is next? Sitting in the back of the bus. Designated seating for black people. And that come next. Blacks only bathroom. It seems like at that direction they were head back, you know. This we are head back. Right? Don't forget to say we were called nappy head Don't forget that. We get degraded for our natural hair. We get disrespected for our natural hair. We get humiliated for our natural hair and with natural skin color. So when them teach a 5-year-old, say, wearing your natural hair is wrong, that is going to make that child grow up hating her natural hair. Unless her parents instills in her the values of loving herself and respecting her natural beauty. Let's just hope our parents make sure she understand that. Because if we leave it up to the school or the courts system, they would have teach the pitney. Say wearing your natural hair is wrong and wearing your natural hair is ugly. It would seem like with the court ruling a decision like this, we're going backwards instead of forward. Me don't know who agree with me, no. Me don't know who agree with me. Rastas was discriminated against in the early 60s by this JLP Michael Manley liberated Rastas and his community from this. Andrew is trying to discredit the legacy by reverse political procedure. Why? We're going to see what's going to happen when this gets appealed and see if it's going to be reversed. You know? We're going to see what's going to happen. But this ruling by the court definitely needs to be reversed. It needs to be changed. You know? Exactly that, Eva. They should never even reach the court system. That's what I said earlier. That should have never even reached the court system. That should have never even been something to be discussed. It should have never leave from the principal and the parents having a conversation. It should have never passed this up. Because as I said, all the principal had to do, if it's a matter of hygiene, like them say, all the principal had to do was contact the parents and express to the parents that they are having some hygienic issues with the child's hair. And just ask the parents to address that. That's alone that did for stop. See? Right, that did for stop. It shouldn't go no further than that. You know? But yet still, a child's education is being deprived because of natural hair. Bobby Wago and Bessins. See? A child's education, a child's natural right to education is being deprived because of natural hair. Right? They are teaching that wearing long straight hair is how you should be. Is that what I'm trying to teach? Perming your hair is how that is beautiful. That is what you should do. Perm your child hair and send her to school. That is what you should do. Put in some Brazilian weave in your child hair and send her to school. That is what you should do. Allow your pitney to bleach out his or her skin and send them to school. That is okay with us. We're fine with that. We don't have no problem. See? That is okay. We don't have no problem with that. Make the pitney bleach out them skin as much as them want. Make them wear short up skirt as much as them want. Make the boy pitney them wear tight pants where squeeze them up every angle of them body as much as them want. We don't have no problem with that. But if your pitney come to school wearing her natural hair, we are going to send her home. That is what they must say. That is the message where them are send. See? That is the message where them are send. And the court system back up that message. I would have loved to hear what the education minister did have to say about this. But him keep quiet. Him never have nothing to say. But I'm going to continue following this story. I'm going to continue watching it. I'm going to continue reading upon it and finding out what is happening, because I want to see if he might go come out and say nothing about it. And the more I find out about it, I go continue to give you updates and make you know what going on with this. See? Everybody, blessings. Thanks for tuning. Remember me say, any social media platform you're depend. Jacqueline, blessings, blessings, blessings. Glad to see you. Modest Nation, what go on. Any social media platform you're depend, send out a post and tag Andrew Wellness in it and tell them say this is a load of foolishness. Right? Post something on your social media platform and tag Andrew Wellness in it. Make the whole of it draw him attention to this. You understand? Make him understand, say, that ruling where the court give is a bunch of nonsense and that need to change. You can't deprive a child of education simply because of her faith. Right? Everybody, bless upon yourself. Stay safe, and if the storm are traveling a few direction, make sure you say you stay indoors and stay safe and well protected. Alright? Bless upon yourself, and we will soon again. Soon.